Hey, you beautiful twin flames, and welcome back to Tarot for You 444. I don't know, I couldn't stay away because I miss you all so much. So, thank you for being here. We're gonna do a twin flame advice video with the Tea Leaf Tarot. OMG, it's gonna be so much fun. Whew, the only problem is I'm trying to shuffle these cards and they're circular. So that's what I've been trying to do. Shuffle these circular cards a little bit. And it's not much fun because they round and they run away. It's really funny. Okay. So a lot of you are hearing from your DMs and DFs, depending on which one you are. And that's exciting, really, really exciting. Ooh, okay. There is a need for some of you, though, to defend yourself. Okay, we're coming into Mercury retrograde, and this is the period when all your exes from Texas come back again. I don't know how many exes you've got from Texas, but be aware that they're going to try and come back in and woo you and say, ooh, aren't you the sexiest little thing I ever did see? So ignore that. Ignore those exes from Texas. And if they're not from Texas and they're from somewhere else, ignore them too. Alright? I don't know, is there a song about all my exes are from Texas? It might be a hit, a new hit. For someone into music. Alright. Anyway, that was a bit funny. Let's try and have some fun today. Many of you twin flames are studying something, perhaps doing a course. Perhaps you need to reach out to me to do one of my courses. Check the description box below. If you want to come into union with yourself and then your twin flame, I have all the information, all the details in the description box below. Alright, so what we're going to do is, who should we do first? Should we do Divine Feminine first? I think we should. Let me see if I've got enough room. Okay. We're going to mix it up a little bit today. Alright, oh, I know how I'm going to do it. There we go. That's going to be easier for me. Hopefully all these circular cards don't go running away like a wagon wheel. Okay. Divine Feminine, recent past for you was the Tower. Many of you having this kind of mini dark night of the soul. If it wasn't a mini dark night of the soul, it was this kind of stress that you were creating in your own mind from outward influences. Okay, so whatever's going on around you, remember that you can stay calm. I want you to imagine a tree in the middle of a storm, and it's the only tree that doesn't move. Okay, so the wind is blowing, the snow is coming down, or the rain is coming down, there's thunder, lightning, a little bit like this card here. But I want you to remain still. In fact, this tower is remaining still despite what's going on around it. Having inner calm, inner calm. Because of what's gone on around you, perhaps you've had a period of frustration and you've learnt some things as well. I want to say this funnel card also is bringing to mind a tunnel. You know, as you go through a tunnel that's dark, let's say, you know, like a train going through a tunnel, and you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, it can be really frustrating because you don't know when it's going to happen. When is the light going to pop back out? Alright, and if you're going through a time that's challenging, sometimes you can ask yourself, and even kind of say, for fuck's sake, right? There's the swearing bell. When is it going to be over? You know, a lot of you have been going through this, having mental conflict because of the things going on around you. You know, why did Uncle Harry act like that? Why is my twin flame not doing that? Why is my daughter or my son or my cousin or my mother or my father acting that way? You know, it's frustrating, okay? This is from the recent past. So let's see where we are now. No, we're still in the past. Okay, so we weren't just having a tower moment. This is the sign that we were mentally conflicted, and everything around us was perhaps mentally exhausting, if not physically exhausting. And this is, you know, another really dark card. Look at the darkness here. You know, where is the light? You know, we can't really count the lightning as the light because, you know, that's the kind of shock that may have made us feel down or feel alone or feel lonely. Okay. Now, the great news is the beetle's here, Divine Feminine, bringing this beautiful good fortune. You know, this also denotes a Christmas beetle, and I've said to many of you that you may come into union, if your union isn't too far away, by Christmas time. That's been coming up a lot recently. Unions coming in by Christmas time. Many twin flames cannot physically come together because of the world situation, but that doesn't mean that you can't have a union, you know, by phone or by way of, you know, making promises to one another. So many of you are now a little bit bored, a little bit not sure of what to do. You know, even if your divine masculine is coming in, some of you kind of aren't convinced that this twin flame journey is for you. It's kind of like, I waited and waited and waited. I worked on myself and then I waited. And then perhaps you've actually manifested your twin flame coming in. And then you kind of go, well, now what? You know, so what? I was waiting for months or years or whatever. Okay. This is only a temporary problem. This feeling within inside of you is only temporary, and it's only a feeling, Divine Feminine. So whatever's coming in the way of you and your good thought patterns, whatever's blocking you from your heart space, know that there is light coming at the end of the tunnel. That's a really important statement I want to make today. I've kind of got two sets of twin flames going on at the moment. There's the ones that are in union with their divine masculines. You know, they may come together, you know, for phone calls and texts and all of that kind of stuff. And then we've got the other set of twins that are still in separation, wondering where on earth, where in the world is my divine masculine. So many of you have recently had this communication, okay, from your divine masculine, but he may have come in quickly and then gone away again. We also have this need for you to seek more information, and for many of you, this is information you need to come into union with yourself, okay? As you come into union with yourself, you will be able to, I'm just doing a reading, you'll be able to understand that this union is possible because you go into your own understanding of who you are, and then here we have the changes coming. The moon is here and the wheel of fortune. So any secrets that weren't kind of coming up for you will be shed light. You know, the moon is light. So we were saying the light at the end of the tunnel. There's the moon. Okay. It's not the traditional moon like in the Rider-Waite tarot. This is the moon that actually sheds light. There may have been a few secrets coming from inside of you. There are some shadow aspects that you might need to deal with, Divine Feminine. Perhaps you haven't been treating yourself good enough, or perhaps you haven't been treating your Divine Masculine the way you should be, with unconditional love. No matter how he shows up, unless he's a total narcissist, which is quite rare, you should be giving him unconditional love when he comes in. So let's see what's going on for Divine Masculine now. Like I said, we've kind of got two sets of twin flames right now. And here we go, shuffling the circular deck. Let's see how that goes. Woo! Okay. He's ready to go. Wow. Love on the mind. Love in all forms for Divine Masculine. Not only is he deciding that the twin flame journey is his, but he's deciding to give those around him love. He's deciding to be compassionate, even if there are major challenges here with the mountain. Wow, look at the mountain in here. We've got the mountain here and the mountain here. You know, he may have to come across the mountains or across the ocean or somewhere to get to you. It's in his mind an insurmountable thing, but because of the love he feels for you, Divine Feminine, it's this beautiful, warm feeling that's shining through. And notice the light in this card as well. This is the light shining through. Many Divine Masculines are coming into some kind of spiritual practice, and or perhaps they're religious in some kind of way. Wow. Divine Masculine in the recent past has been thinking of Christmas time. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He may have to take 6 action steps towards this period coming up for around Christmas time. The wreath here for me is really important. It can also denote 6 months, being 6 months away. So what are we now in October? April. Okay, so and the April card came out recently as well. And here we have the wishbone. A wish is granted. So whether you realize this or not, Divine Feminine, he is really contemplating trying to come in by Christmas time. He's noticing the Divine Feminine and how free she seems to be, how beautiful her essence is, and he's realizing that, you know, what he does means something to her as well. There are situations in the balance that require careful handling, and it's interesting that the grasshopper's coming up here. But when I saw the card, I was thinking of the praying mantis. And the praying mantis actually, you know, the female part has sex with the male and then eats it. I think that's right. If I'm wrong, let me know, but I'm pretty sure that that's what happens. And so he's kind of thinking, well, I want to be devoured by her, and not literally like eaten as in not cannibalism, but he's kind of thinking sexually. We also have just had this card here. The Lovers and this card together is, you know, how many penises does your Divine Masculine have? How many erections does he have? We can't be serious for too long because there are 6 here. And, you know, he may have just had a gay old time when he was thinking of you. Gay meaning... I'm too old. Gay meaning happy time, not the sexual word for gay. Okay, so a gay old time. I think I've said this before, but back in my day, when I was little, there used to be these ice creams called Golden Gay Times. And if you ate one, you know, there was a sunshine on the packet or something, and it was, you know, yellow, bright yellow packet, and it was an ad, have a golden gay time and you'll have a gay old time. And this is why I said he's having a gay old time. But anyway, forget my past. This is nothing to do with me. Look, erections just keep coming. Look at this. He's not interested in the lizard there. He's looking to his divine feminine. Some of them being disappointed in a friend or a lover. If they're in another connection, they're disappointed in that connection. Let's see how many more penises we can get by the end of this reading. Look at that. Now we've got 10. He might be exhausting himself thinking of you. What's it called in America? Don't they say spanking the monkey or something like that? Getting together with friends. Well, he's thinking of getting together with his divine feminine in a doggy kind of way. This is just getting worse and worse. This might have to be an 18 plus on this reading, I think. Donkey, what do you think? He's nodding. Absolutely, yes. Okay, we've got 10, 11, 17 penises so far. So if that doesn't tell you how much divine masculine's thinking of you right now, divine feminine, I don't know what will. Hopefully he's only got one penis though, because surely that's all divine feminine needs. She doesn't need 17. Goodness me. There's a need for divine masculine to keep his life in balance here. He may be celebrating a little bit too much. In the bedroom, behind closed doors, he may be celebrating a little bit too much. For some of them, they are in a third party situation, or divine feminine is. I can't keep a straight face now that we've had all these penises. I am sorry. I'm so sorry, but look, friends with benefits Charlie is the next card, and you saw me shuffle. You can't even make this stuff up. Dealings or a relationship with a woman, like, hello, here we go. This is funny. For a teeny tiny few of you, some of your divine masculines have gone into another connection recently, and they are in that kind of player energy. But for most of you, that's your divine masculine thinking of you and wanting to come into union with you. Okay, now for some of them, they've got this heartache. Okay, it says pay attention to your health here. This is sorrow, and I'll tell you why. Yeah, okay, so it's an emotional sorrow that's come about, okay, because they've been climbing the ladder to success, alright, they've kind of put love on the back burner, alright. So I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but if you're focusing on the money, focusing on the work, focusing on the money, focusing on, all of that stuff, your kind of love life goes on the back burner a little bit, and that's what's kind of happening to him. We also have, this denotion of third party, okay, 3-3 here. The number 3 has also been really important here. It represents divinity, as in Christianity, it's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, but it also represents this idea of divine masculine, divine feminine, and as they look to their creator, they create this kind of energetic pyramid, right? And if you've studied the pyramids, you'll know that many people think that they are an energy grid. So that's kind of what it creates, is like an energy grid. So 3 is an important number because there's 3 points to a triangle. Wow, look at this. Ultimately, we have the apple here, the temptation is the divine feminine. All right, so this is why all the penises are showing up at the moment. He's really tempted by her. And for those who can't get to their divine feminine on a physical level, you can imagine what it must be like for a masculine energy that's in a male body to have all those erections and not be able to do anything with them. He's using his intuition right now more than ever. And look, we have, I love this. This is my favorite card. This is the unicorn that looks like a goat. And look, another phallic symbol here. But it's funny because next to it, I'm trying to be serious, but I can't. I'm just blushing from all these penises everywhere. Right, this is divine masculine having a little transformation, a spiritual transformation within himself. And that's, of course, because divine feminine has been really trying to go within. Even if she's been struggling a little bit, she's been trying super hard. I know she has. I can feel the energy. Okay, so even for the divine masculine, if there's been any money matters going on, we have the bear here denoting that will be a problem for many divine masculines. But here is the healing card here. All of that's going to be healed, because when the twin flames come together, they create this alchemy, this magic, and all of a sudden many of the problems become solved or resolved. Very beautiful energy. I'm going to get one more for divine masculine, and I knew this guy would show up. Here we have Mr. King of Cups. He's really trying to hold his ground emotionally, despite if he's going through something or not. He feels, wow, look at the archway. This is literally the light at the end of the tunnel that divine feminine was kind of looking for. He's seeing it here. He's thinking, wow, there's new opportunities, new possibilities, new paths are opening up. And he's feeling this love within inside of him. And maybe you, divine feminine, if you can go to a quiet place in the garden somewhere, or even do a meditation or prayer, you're going to feel this loving energy coming to you. And that's because your divine masculine is really trying to tap into that loving center of himself. And so it's being literally manifested here. Wow. He's the magician now, coming up. Great happiness, manifesting love, money. Wow, my throat chakra just went there. And also because he wants to speak to you. Divine masculine, when he wants to speak to you, always comes through in my throat chakra, because I'm an empath. And you may be hearing from him very soon if you're not already in touch with him regularly. Many divine feminines are writing to me and saying how excited they are that they've heard from their divine masculines. And it's a really beautiful, exciting time. Okay. The last card here is divine feminine and divine masculine. There may be someone important that you need to meet with relation to your twin flame journey. There's a handshake here, and also a message that may have already come to you via telepathy or via, I don't know, you might have listened to a reading or something and got some advice, but there's a message here for you. Let's just see what that message is. Hopefully it's not that all your exes live in Texas. Let me know if that's a song. Okay, so the message is coming through to make sure you stay away from aggressive people. Make sure that if you feel like arguing with anyone, that you move away from that, okay? Because that's going to affect your twin flame journey. If you get angry or mad or sad or any of those lower vibrational emotions, it's really important to not let yourself come into the mind space. Usually I use Harry, but Harry's a little bit far away at the moment, so I'll use Cookie. if Cookie is my mind, we want to put my mind over there in the corner, okay? Your mind was only ever meant to be in your body for problem solving. Okay, so don't let it take over the script. This is for both divine masculine and divine feminine. Yeah, okay. And I was guided to pull one more. Cookie's going, a cat. This is a two-faced friend around you at the moment. More specifically, this is for divine feminine right now. A two-faced friend is around you. The advice is to keep working on yourself. Ignore the advice from this two-faced friend because they have an agenda, okay? And this is what I'm talking about with the Mercury period coming in. Mercury retrograde's not too bad if you make sure you don't come into contact with anyone or anything that no longer serves you. So you've got to be really strong. If you said goodbye to that friend in July and you didn't want to speak to them again and they're begging you to come back, maybe you should, continue on the trajectory that you're already on because you had a reason for saying no to them in the first place. Okay, remember that reason. Mercury retrograde can kind of feel a little bit lonely at times, and so you can maybe find yourself wanting to reach out to people who aren't really good for you. So be aware of that. Wow. Yeah. Otherwise your wishes won't be fulfilled within your twin flame journey. Okay. It'll create a block to union. So you don't want to do that. Yeah. And then the last card, I'm so addicted to the tarot here, but the last card here, it says get back to the basics with the quill. Maybe you need to write some things down and start a new little agenda. Perhaps you might feel better if you have a plan of action for the day. If you're feeling lonely or bored or upset or any of those kind of lower vibrational emotions, maybe if you write some things down and have a little plan going on, that'll keep you busy. You might say between 9 and, I don't know, if you're home at the moment not working, you might say, well, between 9 and 10 I'm going to do that, between 11 and 12 I'm going to do that, and just keep yourself busy, but get back to the basics. Use the KISS principle, which it stands for keep it simple stupid. Yeah, great. So I can see in the future too that many of you are going to be moving into a new home. This is specifically for the divine feminine. She did come up upside down, which means she's having a little bit of trouble with emotions at the moment. A little bit too much in her headspace, perhaps for some of you. Some of you are doing great, some of you are too much in your headspace. So take what resonates, of course, and leave the rest. And we'll see if Cookie is going to make a noise today. I put batteries in him. Ready? Cheep, cheep, cheep. Oh, you did. That's good. What about kisses? Can we have some? Ooh, they're nice. Cookie and I say bye and that we love you very much. You're doing a fantastic job on the twin flame journey. If no one told you today, you are beautiful, you are talented, you are intelligent, you are loved. And if you're a divine feminine, there may be 17 or more penises chasing after you at this time. So make sure all those exes from Texas say goodbye. All right, don't let them come back. They might be from somewhere else. They might be from the Philippines or from Guatemala. I don't know where they're all from. Perhaps they're from France or Spain or Germany for some. I don't know. You might want to tell me where your exes are from in the comment section. That might be fun. Oh, bang. My tea leaf tarot nearly rolled off the table again. I feel like it kind of wants to be a wagon, and you can imagine the 4 tarot cards, as wagon wheels, sort of running away, not wanting to be tarot anymore, manifesting themselves into a wagon. That would be fun. Anyway, I'll leave you with that crazy thought. Hope you have a beautiful day, night, afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are. And if you need me, reach out to me. My details are, of course, in the description box. And I'll see you real soon. Bye.